All yes, motion carries.
I'll make another motion to come up with $80,000 additional dollars plus the $20,000 we received back for a total of $100, and put aside to allow the school board to use that money to develop and build a football complex at the high school, and challenge the local school board, other leaders, and the football community to step up and get serious and make sure that this becomes a reality.
We're not sending any money until they show matching.
Right.
I'll second that. You think we don't need to have that on the agenda to do that? You think we just go ahead and do it?
I think since we got this business here, we
Okay,
can do
I'll
it.
second that.
Been motion and second. All yes, motion carries. But we're really not expending anything. We're just setting it aside.
Next thing on the agenda is a request from Guyana Basketball League, and we have Billy Carpenter. You want to speak, Billy?
Billy?
I'm the president of the Guyana Youth Basketball League, and I submitted a request for some funding previously, which you guys graciously gave us some funding and told me to come back, so I'm back. We're going to use those for uniforms. We haven't had uniforms for 7 or 8 years, and we've kind of pieced them together to the point now that they wanted to hear, some letters wanted to hear, and they just cost so much. We have 175 kids plus cheerleaders. We go from ages 3 to 18, and we have a very large basketball group, and it's growing every year. So I appreciate the opportunity to request funding, and also just to tell you about our league. A lot of times people don't know except the negative things. We have a very good league, very good parent support, very proud of the league.
Well, it's such a good deal. How parents keep the energy up sometimes to keep going, but
I know.
it's so important.
Well, the concession stand gets them through.
Make it work.
So, but I appreciate the opportunity.
I put down this on here $500, but I know they may want to do more than that, they may not, but I put it down so we have an amount there so we can.
I'll motion we go ahead and give them $1,000, send it to the 175 children involved.
I'll second that.
I appreciate that.
Motion second for $1,000.
Thank you very much.
Motion carried. Thank you, Mr. Carter.
Keeps those kids healthy, right? That's all we need.
And they enjoy it.
Next thing on the agenda is a report back from the audit committee, and I was part of that audit committee, and we did receive 2 proposals to audit years 2008, 2009, 2010. The committee come up with Teague & Associates, PLLC. They have audited our books before. Collins, a couple of counties that they had listed, they had good favor talking about them, and we just feel that Teague & Associates would be the best thing since it was about a $30,000 difference in their fee.
Okay, we have a motion to employ the audit.
So moved.
I'll second that.
A motion second. All yes, motion carries.
The next couple of items here, we have Alan here as well, but I don't want you all to think that we're taking money out of general county and giving to 911, but this money that Alan had received in FEMA money was put into the general county from a FEMA grant that he received, and it's to reimburse him for his 2008 salaries. So we need to take that back out of the general county, but because our financial advisor advised us that we should never have placed that into the general county, that it should have been in the 911 account. Correct, Alan?
That's correct. It was reimbursement for expenses that were made out of the 911 account initially, and it was put in general county. So she says if it's reimbursement for what you spent out of 911, that's where it goes back to.
So,
That is at her suggestion, and she and I and Judy have tried to beat our heads against the wall
for almost a year now.
for a long time now, trying to figure out how to make this right without
Yeah, I've been afraid that we're gonna lose the money. is what I-
confusing things with the audit anymore. So the money's coming out of general county, going back, general county FEMA line item, going back to 911, and then you'll see later, I think the next item on the agenda, it's coming back out of 911 and going to Cole Severance to pay back
A loan that we gave.
a loan that you gave us for when we were improperly refunded money through the treasurer's surplus property. If you all recall,
Yeah.
we found $25,000 they said we had in surplus property, the treasurer did, and then the state comes back a year and a half later and said, we shouldn't have given you that money, that money is
Yeah, I
really
remember.
due us, so we had to pay it back.
So at that point, then I need a motion to approve a payment transfer from general county account FEMA to the Lincoln 911 account in the amount of $26,974.76 for reimbursement for 2008 salaries.
Second.
Motion and second, being all yes, motion carries.
The next item is to approve a payment transfer from the Lincoln 911 account to the Cole Severance account in the amount of $25,096.58, which represents the balance due to Cole Severance.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second, all yes, motion carries.
And my little buddy's not here. He was here, and his parents are here. I'm gonna brag on him a little bit. This is just some information that I really thought needed to be brought to the commission's attention. If you look at this, it's one person here, Animal Litter Control and Civil Process Server Monthly Report. I know we've had some assistance from Jamie Linville, but Daryl's he was by himself there for a while, and if you just look at that, I mean, it's just unbelievable items, how much he has, number of litter complaints taken and answered, number of animal complaints taken and answered, number of dogs impounded, number of civil process papers served. I mean, just look at those in totals, and it's gone up from when he started activity for the month of February 2007 through August 2010, a total. Now, Jamie Linville did help him on some of these on the end, but number of litter complaints taken and answered, 345. Number of animal complaints taken and answered, 1,925. Number of dogs impounded, 1,374. Number of civil process papers served, 3,156. I just thought that was something that needed to be brought to the commission's attention.
And rightly so. And you know, with all those dealing with people, from the the dogs, trash, whatever, processor, 99.9, no problem. Everything's done without anybody saying it, and he does a super job.
He's an asset to this county.
Yeah,
I think we should give him
a pay raise.
well, yeah.
Right, Mom?
Okay, next thing on the agenda, we've got several contracts here that,
You know, if we get ready to look